It's Ron Reader Digs the Universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe, and tonight, Howard Stern gets woke. I've never been a fan of Howard Stern, in addition to being the kind of annoying douchebag with whom I wouldn't be caught dead. I've had big problems with the adolescent fake rebellion he's always pushed. I mean, I'm as big of an anti-authoritarian as anybody, but when your agitation against the man isn't much more than the shit you did in 7th grade to piss off your teacher, well, I think that tends to redirect and render useless a lot of legitimate anti-establishment energy. In terms of bread and circuses, Howard Stern is the gluten clown. But now they're saying that Howard Stern is woke. Actually, he's saying that too. It's all coming down from right-wing criticism he's gotten over being anti-Trump and pro-vaccine, and he's saying in interviews that he is embracing the term. Trump immediately denounced him on Truth Social because, you know, Trump hates woke. And here we are. Howard Stern is now woke. I'm not really sure what that means exactly, though. When the left says woke, it means having an awareness of social justice issues. When the right says it, it means anything and anyone that's not one of them. Which one is Howard Stern? Is he simply not conservative, or is he actually woke in the social justice sense? It's hard to tell. I mean, he's a really big dick, and his history of sexual vulgarity might give him problems with #MeToo. Really, I don't have any idea what his politics are. So I did some reading. Howard Stern has trashed Bill Maher, who I hate for, among other things, being anti-woke. He's trashed Tucker Carlson for not understanding that he was but a fly on Rupert Murdoch's butthole. His wife is an animal rights activist. So far, so good. He was a total dick, though, when Selena died, saying that Spanish people have the worst taste in music, but later he issued a statement in Spanish, no less, asserting the satirical nature of his show and that he never intended to hurt anybody. It's kind of a black market, but he seems willing to learn from his mistakes. But more recently, he has voiced support for trans and gay rights and abortion rights. He's voiced opposition to book banning. I don't know. I wonder where he is on Black Lives Matter. You know, he's got a blackface sketch in his past, you know, but he also says, in reference to that he's evolved and changed. Maybe he really is woke now. To me, however, the real question isn't really which kind of woke he is, but rather what it means that, like it or not, in mainstream discourse, Howard Stern is now woke, regardless of his actual politics. The obvious takeaway here is that the right wing stands triumphant with its redefined version of the word woke. The mainstream media now appears ready to apply the term to anybody who takes a position that isn't conservative. Now, doing that is definitely a disservice to the American place of ideas, in that it obscures non-conservative points of view by conflating them all with each other. But on the other hand, it may also simply be reflecting the fact that over the years, right-wing extremism has so utterly skewed our political spectrum that our politics really do look like conservatives versus everyone else. Chris Hayes over at MSNBC last week, when he observed that old school conservatives are all effectively Democrats now, made me think about how that's where the legitimate American political action is now. All of it. It's in the Democratic Party with its own left, its own middle, and its own right. All woke, I guess, simply because they're not fascists. Anyway, if Howard Stern really does think of himself now as woke, he really should go all in on it. Devote a portion of his show every day exclusively to social justice issues. Use his position of prominence and influence to change our culture for the better. I want Howard Stern to be the wokest motherfucker ever. I'm Ron Reeder, and this has been Ron Reeder Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reeder, again next week for another episode of Ron Reeder Digs the Universe. I bet Howard Stern has sucked some dick. You know? I mean, I'm not that there's anything wrong with that. No, nothing at all. Dick sucking, awesome. I'm just saying that I bet Howard Stern has sucked some dick.